Stradella is a medieval village in the province of Pavia in Lombardy, located in the Oltrepò Pavese area. The spur of Montalino, the extreme strip of land in the northern Apennines, wedged in the Po Valley to form the Stradella Strait, is dominated by the 1,000-year-old Rocca. The position of this fortress at the crossroads was the basic condition for the development of the medieval village. The area was inhabited by Ligurian tribes and Celts. Its name, derived from the ancient term stricta via, is by no means the only ancient thing about Stradella. Its centre is located on the route of the Via Postumia Roman road. The name of the Rocca di Montalino appears before 1000. Today, the fortress still overlooks the town and represents the ancient historical fulcrum of the area, mentioned in a document by Barbarossa in the 11th century. It is currently used as private residences. It has windows with different shapes and structures and a 16th century loggia surrounded by the magnificent vineyards that outline the landscape. The Basilica of San Marcello in Montalino, an important Romanesque monument built at the end of 1100, is well worth visiting. The original structure is preserved inside. You can also admire fragments of the ancient frescoes that adorned it. The historic town centre of Stradella still retains its medieval appearance and notable noble mansions. The imposing symbol of Stradella, the civic tower, the only direct testimony of the ancient strong city built by the Visconti, still stands on Piazza Vittorio Veneto. The tower was built in 1390, while the upper belfry was built in 1837. The 17th century parish church is dedicated to Saints Nabore and Felice. It houses remarkable works of sacred art. Not far from the crenellated tower, you can also admire the beautiful seat of the town hall, the 17th century Palazzo Isimbadi, with its beautiful garden and interesting frescoed interiors. The Fountain of the Four Cannons is positioned in front of the town hall. Near the square is the Social Theatre, built in 1846, a clear indication of the cultural needs of the town. The inside of the theatre is fascinating. In the square you can admire the statue of Agostino de Pretis, who dedicated himself not only to politics and government, but also to the problems of the Oltrepò and Stradella. Its geographical position, delicious wine, the figure of de Pretis, and the prestigious accordions. These four elements form Stradella, with which it has built its recent history. Its interesting museums are also worth visiting. These include the Accordion Museum, named after Mariano Dallapé, who set up his first workshop for the construction of accordions in Stradella in 1876, making the city famous from a musical and commercial point of view all over the world. The same building also houses the Naturalistic Museum, with sections dedicated to botany, ecology, the environment, and, above all, geology and paleontology, with finds from the entire region. It is a town based around the production of very fine wines and is characterized by a centuries-old tradition of vine cultivation and winemaking. To finish your visit, we recommend a tasting of the exquisite, internationally appreciated wines, accompanied by delicious, typical local products and cold cuts, such as the famous Micadeco di Stradella. Stradella markets itself to tourists as the town of wine, accordions, and bread.